look at one of the first angle theorems for triangles. Now remember, we're on a geometry unit. And today we're going to be talking about the angles in a triangle. All right, let's start with this. Let's say I've got a 90-degree right triangle here. How many degrees are there inside of a triangle? If I add up this number plus this number plus this number, what do they have to add up to? Perfect.
180.
Good. First thing, all three angles add up to 180. You have to know that first. How many are in this one right here with the little box? 90. So, these two also have to add up to 90. Because isn't there 180? There's half of them right there. 90 is half of 180. So I could make this one 30. I could make this one 60. And now we have everything inside adding up to 180 degrees. 60 plus 30 is 90. 90 plus the other 90 adds up to 180. So, the first part of the homework, they may give you a triangle. And it can be any shape. And they might put like 45 here, 65 here, and ask you to find the third angle. How could we do that? Bella?
We can add the two angles.
Good. So 65 plus 45. What does that add up to? 110. And then what can we do, Bella?
And then subtract 180.
Good. These two, when I add them together, make 110. And we've already just said that all three have to be 180. So we could easily find the third one by subtracting 110 from 180. And what is it?
70.
70. So we can find that that little angle is 70. Questions so far? All right, let's look at another type problem they could ask, talking about something like that. What if they draw a triangle like this? And that's all they give me. And they may ask me to find, well, let's label it A, B, C. They might ask for angle B and angle C. Does anybody have any ideas on how we could figure out angle B and angle C? I'll give you a hint. You need to pay attention to this over here. The 130 is very important. Why is the 130 very important? It's going to help us figure out what C is. Autumn, what are you thinking?
Is it both angles added up?
To what? Keep going. Don't stop when you're correct. Both angles have to add up to? You were about to say it. Nope. 180. Okay, isn't this a straight line right here?
Yes.
Y'all remember last notes we talked about straight lines have to add up to 180. This angle plus this angle make a straight line. Remember when we did parallel lines? The two angles that make a straight line have to add up to 180. Well, if this one's 130, I can easily find out what C is. How could I figure out what C is? Zach? We just said that, Zach, this and angle C have to add up to 180. So if this is 130, how much is that? 50. Good. You'll agree with Zach. Because 50 plus 30, 130 have to add up to 180. So if you do 180 minus 130, you get 50 for angle C. We just found angle C is 50 degrees. Sweet. Now, somebody tell me how to find angle B. Summer, how could I now find out how much angle B is?
Add angle A and C and then subtract it by 180.
And a girl, what's 50 plus 50? Hundo, isn't all three have to add up to 180?
Yes.
So couldn't we just do 180 minus a hundo?
Yes.
What is it?
80.
80. So angle B has got to be 80. And we are done with this example. Any questions so far? Okay, you need to keep in mind that if you get an exterior angle, this angle plus this angle make a straight line. That's 180. And then these three angles have to add up to 180. Any questions?
No, sir.
All right. Let's make it a little more challenging. What if they start putting X's in there? Like this one. We'll do another right angle. What if they want me to find, let's label it again, A, B, C. I need to find all three angles. Angle A, angle B, angle C. You should be able to tell me what angle one of them is without doing a lick of work. Paul, which angle can we know without doing any work?
80.
How do you know?
90.
Good, y'all agree with Paul that B is 90?
Yes.
All right, you already got one answer. All right, what do we know about the other two angles? Harlan?
They're like 6 X is like.
Yeah, they don't give me like one of them is like 40 or something, do they?
No.
They just give me that this one's 6x, this one's 3x, and then that one's 90. So somebody tell me what I could do here to solve this. We're gonna have to come up with a little equation. What can we do? What was the first rule we learned in the notes today?
They have to add up to 180.
All three angles have to add up to 180. So let's do this. Angle A plus angle B plus 90 has to equal,
180.
there we go, now we're talking. So let's do A plus B plus, or that was C, sorry, plus B, which is 90. That has to make 180 degrees if I add that, that, and that together. Now we have a nice little equation we can solve. What's 6x plus 3 more x's?
9x.
Plus 90 equals 180. What would I need to do to solve this equation? Langston, what would I get rid of first? The 9 or the 90?
All of the 90.
Good choice. Let's get rid of the 90 by subtracting. So now we have 9x equals, what's 180 minus 90?
90.
All right, we're almost done. Now what do I need to do to get rid of the 9? Addison Jones. How would you get rid of this 9? I wouldn't. I would if it said x plus 9, I would subtract 9, but it doesn't. It says 9 times x. What's the opposite of times? Divide by 9. Good. Let's divide by 9. And we just found out what number x is. What is x?
10.
10. Is that the answer to either of these?
No.
No, but we're going to use it. What does it say angle C is? 3 times x. What is x?
30.
No, x is not 30. You got to do 3 times 10 to get angle C. What is 3 times 10?
30.
Angle C would be 30 degrees. Are you with it?
Yes.
Let's do the same thing for A. A is 6 times 10,
60.
which is 60. So this one turned out to be what we call a 30, 60, 90 right triangle. Okay, questions? So, some of the problems on the homework, they're going to give you just the numbers and you just do a little math. Usually you're going to have to subtract from 180. If they start putting letters in there, keep in mind, that plus that have to add up to 180. That'll give you an equation. Then you can add the x's together and then do a little math, find out what number x is. Once you know x, do whatever it says. 3 times 10, 6 times 10 to get the 2 missing angles. Any questions? It's really not that hard. 180 is the key to it. All right.